Hello and welcome back to Tarot Me Happy. I am so glad that you're joining me today, and in today's video we are taking a look at what you will be unlocking in the year of 2023. So it's a look at the year ahead, and we're going to get a lot of messages out here today. You've got 4 piles that you can choose from. We're actually using the keys before you today. So choose whichever key that you are feeling drawn to, and as always, you can find the timestamp for your group in the description box below, and I will see you there. Welcome to everyone that has chosen group number 1. If this is your key, this is your message, and let's get started. So group number 1, your key reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck. And your key was also facing the opposite direction of all of the other groups. So you may be going against the grain this year, outside of the herd, going a different direction than those around you or than people at large, if you will. But this is the Wheel of Fortune that it's reminding me of. So something is going to be turning in your favor. It's going to be a year of shift in 2023, a year of change, a year of things going your way. If things have not been going your way, things are going to start to shift in your direction. I'm also hearing the word momentum from Spirit. So it feels like 2023 is going to be a year of the universe getting behind you and things working in your favor. If you have had difficult times in the past, this is going to be a year where it feels easier. So I did say you could be going against the grain, which would usually be a harder energy. But if you're going a different direction than others, it means that you're following your own path. And you'll know that you're on the right path, Spirit is saying, because things are going to work out easy for you. They're actually showing me someone swimming in the ocean against the ocean waves, which should really be really hard to tackle. But for you, they're showing that it's going to be a breeze. And that is a sign and a signal from God, from the universe, that yes, this is your path, because it's easy for you. It makes sense. It wouldn't make sense for anybody else, but it makes sense for you. So a strong start to your messages, pile number 1. Let's place your key over there. Okay, pile number 1, let's get started. So we have 4 tarot cards out here on the table, and these 4 cards are going to represent each of the 4 quarters of your year. So, you know, that's 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, and 3 months broken down, and we're going to add more cards around this. But we have the Ace of Wands coming out for your first 3 months of the year. So super powerful energy, a lot of invigoration coming off of this card, spark, interest, trying new things. You might be amongst the people that are setting those New Year's resolutions and getting really excited about that. Really planning out what it is that you want to do with your new year, thinking about new projects, new activities that you want to do. Spirit is also bringing through a message for some of you. You may have something that you've been wanting to do around your house, like aesthetically changing. Maybe some of you want to paint your house or do some type of changes out in the garden, working on something that was going to make it look better to you, feel more comfortable to you. There's something that you've been wanting to work on, and you're planning on doing that in the early part of 2023. But this is a lot of passion, a lot of strong, fun energy. When we see the Ace of Wands, there's movement, there's newness, there's freedom. Okay, let's get out our cards to add around that. You have the 10 of Cups coming out. So this is happiness, this is excitement, this is looking forward to something. Again, that's a strong message coming through about your home being a happy place, being a safe place, being a comfortable place. Some of you might still be seeing family members lingering around into the new year after the holidays. Maybe they've decided to stay a couple weeks longer into that new year, and that's something that you're excited about. Visiting family, spending time with family. For some of you, you may be traveling to see your family, but it feels like for a lot of you, it's going to be someone sticking around your home that's making you happy to have that company. That could also be friends still coming over. It feels like there's just a lot of excitement lingering around from the holiday season and traveling into the start of your new year. You do have the Magician card coming out as well. So is there something that you have been trying to manifest in your life? If there's something particular in your life that you have been trying to manifest, that's going to be coming through for you in the year of 2023. When we see the Magician out on the table, he's holding his wand, and you've got the Ace of Wands up here. So that's doubling down on that powerful energy. If there's something that you feel like couldn't possibly happen, Spirit is saying lightning striking, right? Like that's something that doesn't commonly happen. So if there's something that you feel is far-fetched that you want to manifest into your life, you are going to be able to do that in the start of 2023. You could also be starting something new, like I was talking about before. The wands can also be talking about work. So maybe you're starting a new job. Maybe you are starting a new business and you weren't sure how that was going to work out at the end of last year, but coming into 2023, it's looking really good. You've got everything lined up. You have people that want to work with you. It's going to be a happy time, a really good energy, and you're starting out blossoming this year. We also have the Six of Swords. So you're moving forward in your life. There's no stagnation at the start of 2023 for you. It's going to be a really, really strong start to this year. No mistake about that. Freedom in your mind, freedom in your emotions, very happy, positive time. Also, I did want to mention on the bottom of this deck, you do have the Seven of Cups. So it looks like 2023 is going to be a year of options for you, especially with the Magician card coming out here. Spirit is really saying, know your desires, because that is what you're going to manifest. So they're encouraging that message, don't think about what it is that you don't want. Think about what it is that you do want, because that's coming forward right now. Your manifesting powers are off the scale right now as you step into 2023. So be ready for it by focusing only on your desires, focusing on the positive, focusing what you want to turn in your favor with that Wheel of Fortune energy being there. Now let's get out your other cards for this second quarter of 2023. You've got the Page of Wands here. So again, feeling young at heart. It does not matter your age. When we see the Page of Wands, this is about exploration. So still piggybacking off of this, continuing off of this, right? Exploration. Some of you, there could be travel coming up in the second set of 3 months here, as things maybe start to warm up and we move into that springtime season. Maybe getting out of the house more, getting out on adventures. This feels like you were working on your home, working on manifesting some things, and this feels like we're getting out into the world. We're exploring the world around us, finding out what it has to offer in this new year, really breathing in that fresh air. Again, a spark though, a spark for life, a spark for interest. This person has their hat on. You're going to be protected as you go out on this journey. And they have their cloak on, so you're going to be prepared for anything that comes your way. You also have the Two of Wands coming out here. So in the Two of Wands, we're holding that globe. We're looking ahead. We're planning. So definitely another message here about possibly planning vacations. I don't know if someone in this group, it feels like, has chosen to go to Hawaii, where they have those volcanic mountains, or someone else going to a mountainous region. But Spirit is bringing through specifically a message about Hawaii. So if that's you, please leave me a comment to let me know, because your spirit guides brought that through really strongly. So I have to say that for someone. Again, that won't be for everybody. But looking ahead, making plans, making goals for the rest of your year, continuing on, right? You don't just want to come through with this invigorated energy in the start of the year. You're not letting it go in 2023. So you're making plans, you're looking ahead, you're mapping things out for the things that you want to achieve. Strong energy coming through though of travel and getting out into the world. For some of you, that could be exploring just around your house, locally, places that you've never been to, eating out with friends at new places, taking a staycation like at a hotel in your city or your town, going somewhere where you've never been there, but also more distance, going further places, traveling on a larger scale. For some of you, Spirit is also saying traveling for business could be coming up, especially if you have made a shift into a new career at the start of 2023. There could be travel coming up related to that. So we also have the Two of Pentacles here. It feels like you will have to make a decision, especially because we're doubling down on that Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. 2 could be a significant number for you in any pattern that it's showing up. It feels like finding balance. It feels like there's a lot of newness in your life in the year of 2023. So there's some things, see, we have this larger boat over here, and then we have a smaller boat over here. So Spirit could be giving you a message to watch out about making sure to prioritize the important people and the important things in your life, and not letting something to overshadow that. And there will be choices to be made, right? So that could be choices just about where are you going to travel? When are you going to travel? But it can show up in many ways in your life. This is just about decision making and finding balance. But I really feel Spirit bringing through that message of making sure that you prioritize the important things and the important people in your life correctly, so that you don't run into any issues in that balancing act in the year of 2023. We do also have the Eight of Swords coming out right here. So again, there's a lot of decisions, there's a lot of motion, there's a lot of change at this time. So you could be experiencing some anxiety, some restlessness even, worrying about meeting everyone's needs in your life, including your own. But when the Eight of Swords is here, it's really nothing to worry about, and Spirit is really drawing me to this water flowing down here. So there is still going to be a flow. You're not going to be stuck in this energy. And the Eight of Swords always shows up to remind us that we have power over our lives, that we can look ahead and make the decisions and the choices that you're seeing in the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, and you can move out of them in the direction that you want to move in. So Spirit is encouraging you to also keep in mind what it is that you are trying to manifest at the start of this year when you start to feel this anxiety energy. If there's ever a time in 2023 when you're feeling uncertain of yourself, just go back to this passion energy, to what it is that you want, to what it is that you desire. And again, the universe is going to help you to flow and bring that in. You don't have to do this all on your own. Spirit is encouraging you to stay in this exploration energy. That's the fun energy. That's when we have the spark. That's when we are connected with life, connected with the universe around us, and the universe can work for us instead of working against us. And that's the message that's been coming in throughout your reading. So you also have the Death card. This is a transformation. For some of you, if you want to move in the year of 2023, this could be a significant time for you, that spring season when the sun is starting to come up and out, moving into a new place. Spirit is really pointing out this flag. So I feel like there may be some kind of flag for those of you that are moving, like flying outside of the place that you want to move. You know, like when you're going into a new neighborhood, a new community, sometimes they'll have a flag outside so that you know where you're arriving to. That won't be a message for everybody, but it is a message that Spirit is bringing through for a few of you, that will be an important signal about finding your new place that you are going to move to. So that's interesting. But transformation, this will be a time to make decisions on anything that you want to change in your life. Part 1 is all about enjoyment. Part 2 is going to be about making choices, making transitions as you get ready to move into the second half of your year. This will be a good time for that when you see the Death card come out, because you can create change easily when you have this here. So let's look at the Emperor card. This is our third quarter of the year of 2023. So that's going to be July, August, September that we're looking at here. So with the Emperor card, we're coming off of this and you're stepping into your power. In these months, you're going to be feeling in charge. You're going to be feeling in control. You're going to be feeling in your power, feeling like you can navigate anything that comes your way. You can handle it. You can call the shots. For some of you, I'm also hearing a new car in this season. Again, only take that message if it resonates. It's only going to be for a few of you, but it feels like you're bossing up, you're leveling up. So for some of you, there is literally going to be a new car that you purchase at this time. It might even come really unexpected for you. But for others of you, it's just that feeling bossed up. So you might be feeling like you're doing good at work. You might be getting recognition, compliments from people saying that you're such an amazing hard worker. Really receiving your achievements when you are the Emperor on the throne, getting a second wind for this second portion of the year of 2023. So you do have the Tower card coming out. So when the Tower card comes out, we could have unexpected events. Spirit is saying that during this time of 2023, you could be releasing some people from your life that are no longer necessary in your life. They no longer match. They no longer resonate. When the Tower is here, a lot of times people see this and they panic because the Tower does look pretty chaotic. It does look pretty scary. But you're always going to have received signals before the Tower gets there. Because the Tower moment is happening. It can be a quick change, an unexpected change. But it's actually not bad because the Tower is only ever there to remove things from your life that are no longer serving a purpose. They no longer need to hold space in your life. So again, you're experiencing transition right here. And I feel like you've made a decision here in these months that is kind of creating this Tower moment. You're thinking about it. It's weighing on you a little bit right here. And then the Tower moment actually happens. Spirit is saying ripping the Band-Aid off. So this is where the shift and the change occurs from this energy that you are in over here. But with this beautiful energy like that Wheel of Fortune with the key that you selected and all of this manifesting energy and Spirit encouraging you to stay focused on your desires, I feel like this won't be scary for you. It will be a moment that catches your attention, but I feel like you're going to have a greater understanding with the Emperor being here about why this is happening. So there's not really going to be fear in your life. You're going to understand why this is going on, and you're going to want this to occur in a sense. And then we also have the Justice card. The Justice card did come out in reverse, and I do feel called to leave it that way today. Again, a message about finding balance, striking a balance. Maybe you feel like something is not going in your favor. It almost feels like this will be linked to that Tower moment. But again, Spirit is saying that this is all going to work out okay because you are the Emperor. When you are the Emperor, the Emperor is going to face challenges. Okay, you don't just get to be the Emperor and everything is perfect and smooth sailing. The Emperor is who everyone looks to for guidance, for protection, to take care of their land and the people that are under them, right? So this is all about you being at the helm in your own life. You are in the seat of power in your own life. So if there is something that is no longer making sense, that's no longer working out in your life in this portion of 2023, you are going to, Spirit is saying, navigate the destruction of that, the deconstruction of that. So you're going to be creating some changes that might be sudden. People might be seeing a new version of you coming through in these 3 months of 2023. And we also have the Knight of Swords coming out. So what that lets us know is that this energy is not going to stick around because the Tower, it's fast energy. It just comes in unexpectedly all of a sudden. And this is the Knight of Swords. But what Spirit is bringing through is that you're not going to fall apart in this Tower. In the Tower card, you have people falling out of the building. It looks like a scene of chaos and scary, right? But with the Knight of Swords, you're going to just be outside of this thing. You're going to be jumping on your horse. You've got your sword for protection. And you're going to be riding off to make things right for yourself. The Emperor often has been a warrior before he gets there, right? So you might have to go back to the basics for yourself, back to some things that you know, but Spirit is bringing through a message that you know how to hustle, you know how to make things happen, so do not fear. That's why they're bringing this up in your reading, so that you can expect it and so that you can know what to do and trust in yourself when you arrive at this moment. Remember that as the Emperor, you have been prepared along the way, and you still have this Knight of Swords energy, so you can jump off to your horse and you can take care of this and you can get to where you need to be. And of course, it's a general reading, so we're not going to get very specific about what this is because there could be hundreds of people watching the reading, there could be thousands of people watching the reading, so we're connecting with a lot of different energy. We have the Five of Swords over here to round off our reading. This is the last 3 months of the year. So we're looking at October, November, and December with this card. Five of Swords. Usually this is a card about power struggles, What I'm really feeling like is you're kind of taking stock of what has happened right here, right? Because the number 5 is also, and also this is a number 4 with the Emperor, so you're still going to have stability throughout this time. Spirit wanted to bring that through as well. But this is the number 5, which makes sense. It's a number of change. You're going to be moving into the end of that year, so that's a time when we often look back, take stock of what has happened over the course of the year, to learn, to grow, to see what has gone on, and also looking ahead to create changes for the next year. Spirit is really drawing me to these gray clouds over here. It just feels like there's a lot on your mind at this time, and it really feels like it's linked to this energy over here, kind of considering what has happened to make sure that you made the best choices as things are clearing away, because you're not really in the battle. These people are walking away from the battle. They've put down their swords. So it feels like you are collecting the spoils almost. Whatever change you've been creating, you're now taking stock of that at the end of the year. We do have the World card that came out for you. So again, that is the number 21. Breaks down 2 or 3, but the World is all about cycles. You know, the world, the globe that we saw over here, the earth is always spinning all the time. We're changing. So this is the end of the year energy like you would be experiencing right now, but in 2023, when you're looking back at all the experiences, when you're ending old cycles and getting ready to shift into new ones, but you're going to be doing that in a very thoughtful way. This year is very thoughtful. You're very much in control of your direction. That's why Spirit brought it up at the beginning, and they want to bring it out again to focus only on your desires, because that is what is going to manifest in your life in 2023 and beyond. I also find it interesting, you have the Magician over here holding a wand, and this woman in the World card is holding 2 wands. So it does feel like you have made gains throughout the year of 2023. Like we talked about, the new car for some of you, maybe moving, letting go of people that no longer serve you in your life so that you can welcome new ones in. But this person is collecting these swords, it looks like, in this card. And then we've got the 2 wands. So you're going to have made gains throughout the year of 2023. It will not be a year of loss. It will be a year of gains. And then we have the 9 of Swords coming out, really reflective of this energy with the 5 of Swords. But again, Spirit is drawing me to this blanket. Okay, so similar energy to this. There is still going to be comfort. You still are going to have the things that you need. Spirit is encouraging you with this card to not get caught up in these thoughts that are bugging you, but to focus on what you can be grateful for in your life, to focus on the good things that you have, to focus on the safety that you have around you, the comfort that you have around you, the gains that you have made, although it was not always easy when you have the 9 of Swords, because that's a heavier energy as far as your thoughts go. But you have the Fool, and it did come out in reverse, so it feels like there will be a time at the end of the year where you're really in your thoughts, and you might be struggling a little bit with some of these thoughts. So the Fool card is here waiting in the wings, right? Waiting to move you into that new year. But it's in the reverse, kind of until you're ready to pick up this bag that the Fool carries on his stick, on his wand, and continue on your journey. So that's very interesting. And then let's also look at your last card coming out with this. We have the Hierophant. Again, that's a number 5. 555 could be a significant number for you, especially in those last 3 months of that year. The number change. You've got your keys right here, echoing the keys in this reading that you selected. So Spirit is really saying you're still going to have the Wheel of Fortune on your side throughout this year. That's why they're highlighting those keys down there. You will have learned a lot in the year of 2023. So what are you unlocking? You're unlocking your desires. You are unlocking the changes that you want to create, the direction that you want to move in. You're unlocking who and what you need in your life and who and what you don't. And then you're taking stock as you have made these decisions throughout the year. And that's how you wind up in this Hierophant energy. The Hierophant, you're going to be committed to yourself. You're going to be committed to your way forward. Spirit is saying you're going to be committed and comfortable with the decisions that you have made throughout the year once you get done reviewing what has gone on. And again, it's the number 5 of change. So you're leveling up. You've got your wisdom. I do have oracle cards for us that I want to take a look at before we finish off our reading as well. So you got the card trust. Look at this card. You have insight, with the I being here, and it's basil that's listed on this card. Again, that's the number 21, like the world. So that could really be a significant number for you. Maybe some of you have 21 as the day of your birthday. Okay, then you have the card number 44, victory. And I do see the Aries symbol on this card. And Aries is also represented by the Emperor. And of course, we have the crown on this card as well with the number 44. And that's also a 4. So 444, 44, any form of 4. But that's just encouraging you that you can trust in yourself. You can trust in your insight, your third eye chakra, your intuition in this year. Aries season might also be significant for you. Again, I feel like you're making some determinations in the month around Aries that will continue to make changes throughout the rest of your 2023. But you're going to be in the seat of power, and you are going to come out on top no matter what you face this year. Aries, also a fire sign, so a fiery energy. We've got all the wands out here. A fiery energy. This is going to be a passionate year, and you are in the seat of power in your life. This card is meant to show us what is going to be blossoming in your life. And it says, you deserve to be seen. We each have a desire to be seen and accepted as we are. This is a natural desire that is crucial to our well-being and the embodiment of our true self. It is nothing to be ashamed of. Give yourself the gift of being seen and accepted as you are in this moment by yourself and by others who appreciate you, allowing yourself to take up the space you need. So that's a beautiful message. What's going to be blossoming in your life is happiness. We have this rainbow over here, and there's a rainbow on the 10 of Cups. And also that message that we started out with about you going against the grain, but it being easy. What should be hard will be easy when you are operating in your truth. And this says you deserve to be seen. So you have to be seen by yourself, to be seen by others. And this is what's blossoming in this year. So again, you're in your seat of power. You're making choices and decisions for yourself. And we also have the heart chakra card. Look at that. That's a number 4 also. With the green coming through, green could be an important color for you this year. That's just so strong and so vibrant. Or any crystals, if you like working with crystals that are green, could be a good thing for you to work with to open up your heart chakra this year and make sure that it stays open and in strength. Spirit is bringing through the word vulnerable. There's strength in being vulnerable and expressing your truth. The 4 keeps showing up for you, so there's going to be a lot of stability in this year of 2023. And Spirit keeps bringing through, the stability. So maybe that's something that you weren't experiencing before. As I said, you may feel, if you've chosen pile number 1, that the wheel was not turning in your favor, but it is this year. Now just focus on what you want, because that's what's going to manifest. Okay, and we also have a crystal card. We've got hematite, ground yourself. So as you are in this fiery, passionate energy, it can be kind of easy to get lost in that and get out of touch, right? So Spirit is encouraging you to ground yourself all the time. And this crystal could be a good one for you to work with if you enjoy working with crystals and like to have them around your home. Remember to ground yourself. Also, when you're experiencing these tower moments and these shifts and changes, that can be an energy that gets us out of touch, right? So Spirit is encouraging you to ground yourself in this year of 2023 and trust that everything is working out in your favor. We also have the card patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Again, this is really reminiscent of that wheel, trusting that any changes that occur are for a reason. They have a purpose, and it's always for your greatest good. So have patience as things are unfolding in your life. And we have the card happiness. I love that you got the card happiness. We have the dolphins on here. This can be an energy of soulmates, twin flames for some people. They recognize that. And you did also get the heart chakra, and then we have more green coming out here. So this could be a good year in love for you as well, expanding your relationships as you become more yourself, right? Balance, harmony, peace, happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. That is such a perfect reading to round your message out with. I do have one more card, but this is a perfect message to round your reading out with, because it says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And that's what we talked about at the top of your reading before we had this card, that when it feels good this year, remember, no matter what the direction looks like, if everyone else is going that way, but you feel good going this way, or whatever the case is, you go the direction that feels good for you. And that is your sign that you are on the right path. When you feel happiness, when you feel 10 of Cups, when you're smiling, when you feel good, when you feel free, when you feel stable and comfortable and grounded, you're on the right path. So you've got to trust in that this year, because the Emperor, this King and Queen energy back here, right? Someone who's in charge, they don't always do what everybody else is doing. Sometimes you have to go on the path that's less traveled in order to find happiness, in order to find your way forward. Okay, and our final card for your reading of 2023, if you're still here, thank you for sticking with me. And we have, look, happiness is my birthright. This is unbelievable. I love when Spirit reiterates a message like this. Happiness is my birthright. That is your final card for this reading of 2023. You've got so much happiness coming through here. So that's what this year is for you, is knowing that happiness is your birthright and that the wheel is turning in your favor. Pile number 1. This was really a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like so other people can see this video, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you in another video. Happy 2023. Welcome, pile number 2. If this is your key, this is your reading, and let's get started. Your key looks like a flower. So that really makes me feel that something may be blossoming in your life this year. For some of you, there may even be fertility in the cards this year, and that can be fertility literally talking about children, and it can also be about fertility just within your life. So planting seeds of new things that you want to grow and blossom within your life. Also, Spirit bringing through a message that it'll be important to get out into nature, connecting with the dirt. I also feel like a lot of you that have chosen this pile could be earth signs. Spirit is also saying fire signs. Don't worry if that doesn't resonate with you, but Spirit did want to bring that through. Let's set your key over here and get some tarot on the table for your reading. Okay, group number 2, we have 4 cards on the table. So these cards are representing each of the 4 quarters of the year 2023. So this will be the first 3 months, the next 3 months, 3 months, last 3 months, the 4 quarters of the year. So we're going to talk about these as your overall energy, and then I've got more tarot cards to put on the table, and we have some oracle cards that we'll take a look at the end of the reading as well. So let's talk about this number 5. This does feel like a little bit of a heavier energy to start out your year with. So that's a very interesting message. It's the number 5 of Cups. It feels like you could be coming off of a transition from this past year. It feels like you could be coming off of a loss in the year 2022 of some kind as you enter into this new year. Spirit is encouraging you to look at the 2 of Cups when we have this card out. Water under the bridge. There could be something from your past that is weighing on you, that's kind of cloaking over you in darkness in the start of your new year. And it's easy to look at these 3 cups that have spilled, but this is a card that talks about letting go, letting the waters flow. For some of you, there's a message coming out from Spirit to let your emotions flow, release them, however that looks like for you, because when you release them and acknowledge that there's hurt and pain, then you can move on and you can take off this cloak of darkness and you can turn around and you can look at these 2 cups. So that's really the encouragement that we see when this is coming out from Spirit, to change your emotional state in those first 3 months of 2023. And remember, you got this card, this key, rather, you chose the key that looks like a flower, like a blossoming. And there are some flowers that will come out right out of the snow. So even though you think this energy might not be able to shift, you may experience a shift quite suddenly that really brings in this 2 of Cup energy into your life and really helps you to replace whatever void you're feeling from this loss or this disappointment or this upset that has occurred in your life. So let's look at your other tarot cards around this. You do have the Strength card. So you've still got your strength. You are still going to try to focus on these 2 of Cups. You are still going to try to focus on the things that are going right in your life. There's something coming through here about a strong connection as well. It doesn't so much feel romantic. For some of you, it could be romantic, but it really feels like a friendship energy, a strong friend energy that is in your life that is going to be supporting you through these first 3 months of 2023, through this time of loss, lack, disappointment. And this doesn't just have to be totally emotional, because there's so many different people that will watch this group. You know, this could be a financial loss. This could be any form of loss. Maybe you wanted to move into a certain place and you didn't get to do that. Maybe you wanted to go to a certain school and that's not going to happen. There's some kind of setback that would be occurring in your life, some type of loss that you're experiencing right now. And for some of you, it will be on a deeper emotional level, but you'll know what it is for you in your life. But there is a strong energy about a friend coming through that's going to care for you during this time, be there for you during this time, and help you get to the other side of this. You do have the 10 of Wands. It came out in the reverse, and we'll leave that in the reverse. It feels like you also have the Emperor that came out in reverse. And this is really interesting because you also have the Empress, but she is in the upright. So again, there could be a message about fertility coming out for you, depending on what age and stage you are in your life and your own desires. But if you're here in this group and fertility is something that has been a point in your life that you've been focusing on, there's good energy here around fertility, around family life, around creation. If it's not a child for you, this could even be about a business or just other things that you want to bring into fruition in your life. When you have the Empress card, there's a strong feminine energy here. Spirit could be asking you to put down your masculine side a little bit. What do I mean by that? I mean the side of you that thinks you have to work for everything and you have to work hard for everything, because both of these came out in the reverse. So this is not a time to focus on what's been hurtful and what's been painful and what hasn't been working. This is a time to focus on the resources that you do have around you, the strengths that you do have in your life, the things that are blossoming in your life, the things that feel good, look pretty, work for you. Okay, you may be feeling a little bit disempowered at this time when you move into the start of the year of 2023, because you've got the 5 of Cups and the Emperor in reverse. You may be feeling a little bit burnt out. You may be feeling a little bit tired. You may be feeling that energy of not being able to press on in your situation anymore if something isn't going your way and it's been frustrating. But the Empress is here. Like I said, Spirit drawed me to the water. Spirit was drawing me to the water that was flowing in that 5 of Cups card and water under the bridge. So this is something that's going to be passing through in your life. It's not an energy that you're going to stay in. Like I said, you're going to have that friend that helps to pull you out of this situation and back into the Empress energy, recognizing that you are able to receive, that you don't have to keep working so hard for something. You're going to open your energy up to receiving. It feels like towards the end of those 3 months, it feels like you really have to work through this energy in those first 3 months, but moving more into a flow as you get further along in those months. Okay, and we have the King of Pentacles here for your second set of 3 months. You do have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck after I shuffled these cards out for you. So money could be a very strong point this year. Home, stability, family life, finances, especially when we see the King of Pentacles. For some of you, with the Emperor being in reverse and the Empress being in the upright, there could be a loss of a relationship, of a romantic partner that you thought, you know, this is going to be the one and this is going to work out. If that is the case, the King of Pentacles is representative of somebody new coming into your life, somebody better coming into your life. For a few of you, if you want a reconciliation, it could represent your person coming in as a better version of themselves. But no matter what, this is strength entering your life. This is you recognizing the Two of Cups now and coming into more strength and balance and alignment with yourself. The King of Pentacles has everything that he needs. Let's take a look at the other cards that come out for you with this. You've got the King of Swords. So these are going to be some months of action. If these are months of just kind of honoring your emotions and not doing too much, then these are months when the springtime is here. You're seeing the sunshine coming out. We've got all these vines growing. So money is growing, prosperity is growing, abundance is growing in your life, and you're taking action. You're finding clarity. So when the King of Swords is here, you're not going to be so much lost in your emotions during this portion of 2023. You're going to be very much in charge of your mind. Some of you could be coming off even as a little bit cold and distant in a way to kind of protect yourself from this energy. And that's okay. That's just an energy that you're going to be moving through. You do have the Page of Pentacles. So it looks like new opportunities coming in for you. Springtime. Some of you could be starting a new school or some type of new class. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Something about starting a new class here, or speaking with someone that knows something about a subject that you want to get into in these months. And so you're taking action on it because you're focusing on bettering yourself over the long term. This is going to be some sort of investment into your mind, into your future. And there may be a small financial investment with it as well. But if there is, it's going to return in great dividends for you. We also have the Three of Pentacles. So this can definitely be representative of intelligent business choices. Maybe some of you are looking into investing your money. Maybe some of you have your own business and there's going to be clients, people coming to you that want to work with you, an elevation. Even if you work for a company, someone coming to you and making an offer, asking your advice, seeking you out because they see the quality of work that you're doing in your life. But it does feel like in this one, you're not so much over here. We're really focused on an emotional state, and over here we're really focused on the physical world, the finances, the material, and kind of making progress in that area as you're walking away from those emotions for a moment. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Swords. So this is a set of 3 months here. This would be July, August, September. There's two swords in the ground over here. It feels like you're balancing a lot. It feels like you're juggling a lot. 7 is a number of completion. It feels like you kind of want to be done with something in these months. You want to be done with thinking about something. You want to be done with a project. You want to be done with something that you've been working on. The 7 of Swords can also be a card rather of self-sabotage. It can be a card about distrust, dishonesty, maybe with yourself and what you want. Let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards to see really what the message is here. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that there's some sort of self-doubt that's going to enter in these months. And Spirit is encouraging you to not doubt yourself. When we got the 8 of Swords coming out, this is just thoughts in your mind. There's really nothing holding this person in here. None of the swords are touching you. This is tied pretty loosely. You could get out. You could be safe again. So Spirit is saying not to doubt yourself in these months. It feels like you're trying to bring something through that you want, manifest something that you want. For some of you, this could be about a relationship. When we have the 4 of Wands card here, this is a soulmate card. But it's also just a card of celebration. It's a card that can represent moving, if some of you want to move homes. Spirit is even saying moving to a new location, like to a new city, or even as far as moving to a new country. But whatever it is that you're doubting yourself about here, it's a desire that maybe you feel like you don't deserve to have this desire for some reason because of old limiting beliefs, right? But Spirit is bringing through a message that those are just thoughts. So you do deserve whatever you want. All of us do. That's really the point of life, is to have fun, to enjoy ourselves, to try new experiences. So if there's something that you want within these 3 months of 2023, go after it. And you're going to achieve it. When you see the Four of Wands, that's like a yes card. That's a coming home into your truth, into yourself, when you see this card. And I love that this is followed up for the last 3 months of 2023, so October, November, December, with the Six of Wands. Coming off of that Four of Wands, coming off of that little bit of doubt when we're talking about something that you want, you do manage to get in this energy and get what you want when you see the Six of Wands here. And 6 is also a number of love and harmony and peace. So by this point in the year, relationships can be doing very well. If you were struggling with something early on in the year, you'll have, focused on yourself and solidified yourself. And now you're experiencing more of what you want. And you could be experiencing this doubt because of whatever this situation is that probably lingered over from 2022. But you're rounding off your year really beautifully with that success card coming out with the Six of Wands. So that's success in business, success in any area of your life. And I love to see this here. You got the Lovers. So we were just talking about how this could be a soulmate situation in your life, meeting somebody new or reestablishing a connection that you really want to work out, but maybe others doubt it or you doubt it. You've got the Lovers coming through. So Spirit wants to talk to you about your love life. But also for some of you within this group, I'm hearing that this could be about a business partnership, some kind of partnership within your life that is going to make a significant difference for you. Okay, let's look at these. You've got the Nine of Wands. This is an encouragement to not give up. We know you've been through a lot in 2022 that was kind of affecting you at the start of 2023. We see you've experienced some type of self-doubt. It might have been hard to go back into this learner mode if you feel like you kind of had to go backwards from the level of success that you were at before. But this is a card saying Spirit sees that you've been through a lot, but don't give up. Because this is, don't let everything that you've been through be for nothing. Keep going, because you're just about to reach that peak. You're just about to reach that Six of Wands where you're celebrated, where you make it to where you want to be. And you have the Four of Pentacles coming out. Usually this card is about letting go, but I feel like Spirit is restating this message about not letting go of your grip, not letting go of your place, because you don't want to slide backwards. It looks like you've done a lot of hard work, and there might be some times right here as you get to that light at the end of the tunnel where you're wanting to give up a little bit. So Spirit is sending you some encouragement right now to not give up, because again, success and celebration and the Lovers rounding that out. That's just sunshine, good feelings, happiness, companionship. Again, I feel like friendship is really going to be important for you if you have selected group number 2 for the year of 2023. Let's go ahead and start looking at your oracle cards to round out our reading. Okay, and you have the card number 40, positivity, with marigold on there. So that is reminding me of the sacral chakra. We also have the dream catcher here, so dreams could be very important to you at this time. Spirit is actually saying that some of you might have been experiencing nightmares or dreams that were upsetting for you. They might be encouraging you to actually use a dream catcher, or watching positive things and talking to your friends before you go to bed to kind of help you with that. If that's not your message, just leave it there for someone, because it is for someone, because Spirit's bringing it through. That number 40, that's a way to bring more stability into your sleeping life, which could help you to feel better in your waking life. This is also reminding me of the sacral chakra, and we've also got the yellow, so solar plexus chakra here. So finding your passions as a way to find your confidence in this year, finding positivity, even in these darker moments and when you need encouragement, finding positivity. We also have the card wisdom. So this will be a year 2023. It looks like this does have 22 on it. So it feels like your years are kind of connected a little bit more than the other groups were. Because again, there's something trailing from 2022 into this first part of your energy, but it's going to create a wisdom that is going to make a difference for you. And that's going to leave you with more strength than what you started with. And Spirit also saying you have more strength than what you know. And again, I feel like friendship, the people around you, are going to be super important to you this year to support you through those times. Okay, we also have the card, pull yourself close. So Spirit encouraging you to literally give yourself a hug there. We also talked about the light at the end of the tunnel, continuing to push through when you feel that energy of wanting to give up, because success is on the horizon for you. Pile number 2, our inner being longs for us to reside as one. It is now time to pull close all of the places inside of us that we wish were not there. Imagine embracing yourself in acceptance, the good parts, the bad parts, the missing places, and the broken pieces, knowing that every place inside of you is worthy of the greatest love. So Spirit is bringing through a message that you are worthy, especially sitting that right on top of that yellow with that solar plexus chakra. This may have made you feel unworthy, but there's going to be people around you that are pointing out the good things about you and reminding you that you are worthy and helping you to see that in yourself again in the year of 2023. You also have the third eye chakra. So that number 6 coming out again, peace, harmony. If you will listen to your intuition, you will see that you have a lot of insight available about the truth of who you are. Your intuition would be very on point this year. Some of you might even consider yourself to be a little bit psychic, or you might be liking to get readings from psychics, watching tarot readings and things like that throughout this year. You might be seeking those kinds of messages that resonate with that third eye chakra. And we also have the card happiness. So there is happiness available for you. Again, Spirit telling you to focus on that positivity. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So whatever this was, if it wasn't making you happy or anything that brings you that struggle and anxiety, remember that it's not for you, and you can release it so that something else can come into your life. And we also have the card envy. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Again, I feel like there may be something over here where you felt like you envied another person, like maybe your partner went with someone else and you're feeling envious of that person. But Spirit is telling you that you don't have to feel envious, because what is for you, and no one can ever take that away. And that can show up in many different ways. That was just one example of how that can show up. And then we have the card pink opal. Be kind to yourself. Yes, that is absolutely what you needed to round off your message. I do have one more card that I'm going to shuffle out for us. Just a loving message from the universe. But with the pink opal, be kind to yourself. That could be a good crystal for you to keep around your home if you enjoy working with crystals. And just a reminder from Spirit to be kind to yourself as you're going through this emotional time and kind of rebuilding yourself, Spirit is saying, this year. And also, that makes sense with that message about pulling yourself close and honoring and respecting and appreciating all the parts of you, not just the good parts of you that you think you would want other people to see, but knowing that all of you is worthy to be loved. And there's someone coming in and people in your life that want to love all of you. So be kind to yourself. And then we have your final card, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So 2023 will be a year of surrendering. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. That's about being comfortable in the universe and knowing that new things are blossoming in your life. And everything that happens for a reason. And you are going to wind up in this successful, positive place at the end of your 2023. So that's everything that I have for you. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I want to hear from all of you. Don't forget to hit like so other people can find this video. Share it with a friend if you think they might benefit from it. And consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in another video. Take care. Hello, my 2023 people, my pile number 3 people. This is your key and this is your reading. Let's get started. So, your key out of the groups is pretty intricate. Spirit is saying that religion, spirituality might be something that is a center focal point in your life this year, something that you're unlocking in 2023. More insight onto that, not just going what other people around you have, taught to you or expected of you in the past, but really finding your own way. That was a strong message that came through. Wearing your crown in your own life, whether you are masculine or feminine, does not matter. And as I said, this key is pretty intricate compared to the other ones. So you may be someone who spends a lot of time in reflection and deep thought, a deep thinker. Someone in this group may even be a professor or a teacher, someone that works with students. Spirit is bringing that through. Or just a teacher in your own life with people around you, even if you're not a teacher in the traditional sense, right? Okay, Spirit is saying, possibly overthinking things as well. Let's go ahead and place your key over here and let's get some tarot out on the table to find out what you're unlocking in 2023. Okay, pile number 3. So as you can see, we have 4 cards on the table, 4 tarot cards. So what these represent are the 4 quarters of your year of 2023. So the first 3 months and broken down into those 3-month segments to the end of the year. So we'll talk about those and then we'll get some more tarot on the table for each of these, as well as some oracle cards that we're looking at today. So let's just dive in and get started. Now, I will say, as I was trying to shuffle out your tarot cards, they took a long time to shuffle out, like a very long time. So it feels definitely like we're reiterating that message that we said with the key about you being an overthinker. Now, being a thinker is not a bad thing. Of course, sometimes when you're an overthinker, it can get in your way because Spirit is bringing through a message sometimes about hesitating too much because you're caught up in the thinking. So you're taking, kind of delaying your action, your movement in your life. So that might be something that's a little bit frustrating for you at times. So we thought we'd just say that, but we're starting out at the top of your year with this card number 5, the Hierophant. Let me say also, this key kind of reminded me of a crown a bit. So I was talking about wearing your own crown. You got the Queen of Wands here and the Hierophant. He's wearing a crown also. So this year, 2023, that you're moving into is a year of level up. There's also kind of a 3-point strap, almost a 3-point ribbon running down the backs on these people on this card. So you've chosen pile number 3. 3 is going to be a really significant number for you, it feels like, this year, because we also have the 3 of Wands coming out. So again, a year of level up for you, a year of knowledge. It feels like you may have graduated into something here. So graduated, that doesn't just have to mean graduating from school, although some of you could have graduated in that winter semester if you are going to university, if that resonates with you, or from a trade school, something like that. But graduating up in your life, elevating up in your life, and it is starting right away at the top of your year 2023. So elevating, you're going to have created good changes in your life. People are feeling kind of impressed with you at this time. The Hierophant, you have a lot more knowledge, you have a lot more wisdom. You're operating with the answers in your own life. Like I said, what are you unlocking? You have the keys, you're wearing the crown, you're calling the shots. This is also a card of commitment. So some of you, Spirit is bringing through a message that your person could be committing to you more this year, or maybe you are the person that is initiating the commitment with your partner. And commitments in other areas of your life as well. You'll know what that means and how that resonates for you. But you got the Three of Wands here. So we're looking on to the future. You're looking on to what is next. And 2023 is a year of expansion by itself with that number 3. You've got the year number 2, making your decisions, making your choices, partnership. 2023, we move to the Three of Wands. You're expanding. You're expanding on your ideas. You're expanding your thoughts. You're expanding your horizons. Some of you could be traveling new places. Some of you, Spirit is saying you're bringing something back from your travels specifically that is going to inspire you and inspire your year 2023 and inspire your way forward. We have the Ace of Swords. So you've got new thoughts. You've got new ideas. Like we said, you're graduating in some area of your life. New thoughts, new ideas, clarity, communication. It's like sharp and straightforward communication, really knowing your yes and really knowing your no. You're holding the sword and gripping it tightly. You have gained new knowledge, and it's really showing up in these first 3 months of your 2023. We have the King of Cups. I love that that comes out for you because that's also a gentle energy. Again, you could be sure about committing to your person, represented by the King of Cups here. This is someone who is good in their emotions. It feels like this is someone who is very loving in your life. Maybe some of you, if you've chosen this group, are even getting married in the year of January, or you have an anniversary, a birthday in January. Did I say the year of January? I think I did, but the month of January. But King of Cups, this is a soothing energy. This is a loving energy. So, you're starting out with a really beautiful energy at the top of your year. Expansive. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So this next set of 3 months here, as you move into that springtime, that sunshine, there's a lot of strength in your life. It feels like you're really set up in a good position. Things are going to be manifesting for you and coming into your life with ease. The Queen of Wands calls things in. She's very magnetic, very charming, and she's also, the feminine, the Queen of Wands. So she's able to receive. It's not so much like that King of Wands energy where you go out and you work for something. This is the Queen of Wands. So she is magnetic. She is drawing things into her with ease, with grace, with charm, with passion. She's so intriguing. And you have the black cat here. So things might just be feeling like they're coming to you like magic, because you have this huge wand here. You're manifesting, you're magical, and you're doing it with such strength. This is not a weak magnet. This is a strong magnet as you move into these 3 months of 2023. Spirit is also showing me these peaks over here, so you may be peaking. When we see the Queen of Wands, there's often a glow up, whatever that means for you in your life. But speaking about your physical appearance, your physical body, your looks, a glow up to just look, the way that you want to look, feeling good about yourself, feeling confident, feeling that magnetism every time you walk out the door. A lot of eyes on you is what Spirit is saying. And it's kind of a magic. You don't understand it and other people don't understand it, but there's some kind of alluring, attractive energy around you. You could be trying to attract a new partner or attracting the partner that you already have, like getting that spark back in place during these months. But it's also a card of strength, and you did have the Queen of Wands come out twice. So when Spirit doubles down on that energy, it's just a strong energy. Everything that we were just talking about, it's just full force. Like I said, a strong magnetism. You're not holding back. There's no joke about this. You're going to be looking good and feeling good, feeling confident, feeling passionate. You can attract anything that you want. And it's not just romantic relationships or a romantic partner. This can be attracting things in business. This can be attracting money. This can be attracting help. This is just attracting. You're a magnet for your desires, for the things that you want. We do have the Lovers coming out. And you also have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles was in reverse. So the message that Spirit is really bringing through for me here is that these months are not going to be so much months of nurturing other people and taking care of other people. This is going to be a time for you to be selfish. This is going to be a time for you to focus on yourself. And selfish can sound like a really harsh word, so I really don't like to use that, but it's what Spirit was bringing through. And it's just that message about feeling good, being your best self, giving yourself permission to shine in those months. And we do have the Lovers. So if you're hoping to manifest a new person into your life, or like I said, to reignite that spark if you are in a committed relationship with someone that you want to be with, you know, the Lovers coming out here with the Queen of Wands, you can definitely have that energy in your life. This would be a lot of physical attraction between you and your person, a lot of you know, physical touching, if that's your way that you express your love. That's available during these months also. Let's take a look over here at the Hermit. The Hermit usually represents a little bit of withdrawal, coming into yourself. It feels like you're kind of experiencing some sort of a shift in the second half of your year, going on your own path, going on your own journey. For some of you, you might be going separate ways from a romantic partner. If that's not your message, don't take it. If it is your message, you will know, because it will resonate with you if that's something that you have been considering. But there's going to be some kind of there's going to be some kind of light, like the light bulb going off, an idea, something that you've been seeking, you will find in this second half of the year, the third quarter of the year. You've got the Eight of Swords. So this is something that has been weighing on your mind. Weighing on your mind. You've got to go your own way. No one else has the answers for you about this. You have to find your own clarity. You have to find your own way. But there is going to be something that you let go of during these months, because you've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There's probably going to be some kind of resistance about this, some kind of uncertainty. That's really normal, but in the end, you're going to wind up going your own way. And this is the Hermit, the number 9 of Virgo. Could be significant in your life. This is also the third quarter. We're talking about Virgo season will fall in this. So Virgo season is likely going to be significant in your life. It's likely going to be a time in 2023 that brings in transition for you, a time when you let go of something, a time when you shift out of something, a time when you find clarity and a new lighted pathway. Because you also have the Death card. That is transition, that is renewal. But Spirit is bringing through that message that with every ending, there is a beginning. So they want you to focus on that, to know that as you move through that energy in your third quarter. Let's look at your fourth quarter here. You've got the Six of Cups. It does feel like there might be a lot going on in your romantic relationships this year. It's like an undercurrent that's kind of just going about your reading here. But the Six of Cups, this is soulmate energy. This is childlike energy. This is sometimes representative of something in your past coming back around. If it's something from your past, I'm not feeling an energy of like an ex-romantic partner. I'm more so feeling like a hobby that you used to enjoy when you were younger. Something that you haven't taken part in a very long time, coming back into your life. And whatever's coming back into your life at this point, it's going to bring you a lot of joy. It's going to be something good. It would not be someone that you don't want to see or something that you never want to partake in again. This would be something good. Let's look at your other cards that came out with this. Yes, so the High Priestess, intuition. There's a bit of mystery around this. This is something that's been covered up for a while, but Spirit is definitely bringing in that message that you know what this is, because this is something that is deep within inside of you. They're not going to bring the message through for me. There's a lot of different people in this group, but they're saying that you know exactly what this is. So if there's something that came to your mind, that's it. Take that as confirmation. There's also something here about an old house. I don't know if some of you maybe will be going to visit a family home or moving back home with family, but whatever this is that Spirit is bringing up, it's going to be something that feels good to you. It's not going to be something that's negative. I just want you to know that for sure. We do have the Five of Swords here. That can represent mental conflict, confusion. It feels like this is something that's going to be revealed, because the High Priestess, I mean, this can be a lot of emotions. This can be talking about your spiritual side. We talked about that earlier, actually before we pulled the tarot cards, we said that religion and spirituality might be something that you're unlocking this year and that becomes important. And that's also something that we didn't touch on when the Hierophant comes out. That's definitely a card representative of religion, and also with the High Priestess, spirituality. And again, I was talking about spirituality in relation to the people in your life, like what people expected. Maybe they raised you in a certain religion in your upbringing, and you're experiencing a return to that religion or embarking on your own spiritual journey. When we see the Hermit and the High Priestess coming out here, it feels something like that. So whatever this is that's going to be coming out for you again, coming up, coming around for you again, it might bring you a little bit of mental discomfort, but the Five of Swords is a very low level of mental discomfort. You can really get out of that energy. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is going to be an investment into your future. Again, this could be a person re-entering your life, and that doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a family member, because we also got that message about the family home being significant, or traveling to where you're from. Something that made you who you are is going to be really significant in that final quarter of 2023. But again, this is going to feel good, and this is going to be an investment into your future. But this is something about something that made you who you are coming back up in your life again. Let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards that we have. Okay, for you first, I want to actually go ahead and look at your chakra that came through. So you got number 1, the base chakra, which is really interesting because you got the Queen of Wands coming out twice, and we talked about that glow up, positive changes in your physical appearance, whatever changes you desire to make in your life. Also attracting in new romantic partners, or reigniting that spark with the romantic partner that you have. That can also be here with the base chakra, because that's talking about the physical, the touch, the tangible, your root chakra. Getting out in nature can definitely be important for you. Watching what you're consuming, your foods and anything that would affect your physical body. We also have the card Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So, of course, there is that message here throughout your reading about, maybe falling in your thoughts, but getting back up again. Because the Hierophant is all about gaining greater understanding. We don't do that without experiencing some failures and some setbacks. Life is about learning. So you've been on that journey, and you will be able to navigate that this year. You do have the card Relationships coming out. This card doesn't come out ever, so that's interesting. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So we were talking about attraction. Spirit is bringing through a really significant message that maybe some of you have only felt good enough for the partner in your life, or the certain people that you have been attracting, and maybe they haven't been treating you with all of the worth that you deserve to be treated with, not valuing you. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So when this card comes out, relationships, you're going to be focusing on better friendships this year, not just any old friendship. You're going to be focusing on better romantic relationships, better relationships with your family. We were talking about some kind of connection over there, some kind of healing going on with the way that you perceive yourself this year, so that you can attract in people who really value you, who respect you, and who deserve to be around you because they see your worth, and you're attracting the people that serve your higher good this year in 2023. We also have the card Success, the number 20, and you've got the key there again, and we did the keys today, so you're definitely going to be unlocking something in 2023. Peppermint, there's a newness, there's a freshness, a spark once again. Success. And again, you're magnetic with that Queen of Wands coming out twice. So whatever area of life you want success in, you can gain it in the year 2023. You've got the number 10, Ritual, Sweet Corn. So there's going to be a sweetness in your life, a glow. Again, The corn is something that is very stable. It has helped many communities throughout civilization to thrive. It's a staple. So getting rooted with your base chakra, maybe also eating root vegetables would be something important for you this year as well. Whatever you need to do to get yourself grounded, okay? And then let's take a look at this card. It says, this is what's representing what's blooming in your life in the year of 2023. And it says, go on an adventure, which we were sort of talking about with the choosing pile 3 and the 3 of Wands. That can be about adventure, travel, exploration. So go on an adventure. Today is the day to try something new. Explore just for fun and be a bit more daring. Practice living in the moment. Do something spontaneous and be okay with not having anything or everything planned. Do not let apprehension keep you from your new adventure. That feeling will fade, but the wonder that is to be found will surely not. So you did get the Death card, and we've got the butterflies, 2 representations of transformation. You also have this beautiful rainbow just pouring down from the sky in this card. That's a really beautiful image. And the flowers here and the blossoming. Go on an adventure, an encouragement from Spirit, but they were also pointing out again, do not let apprehension keep you from your new adventure. We were talking about apprehension. You're overthinking the thoughts holding you back. So Spirit again is encouraging you to not let that be the case, to really just get out and do, be a little bit spontaneous as you're finding your new practice, living in the moment when you have that spark of light with the Hermit card about what your path is and going on your own path and being in that magnetism. That's your takeaway word, is magnetism, with the Queen of Wands that came out twice. And let's see what crystal you have. You have Celestite. Soothe your soul. Soothe your soul. This is really beautiful, and it's drawing me back to this King of Cups energy. So it feels like there will be a soothing in those first months, specifically in January. And it's something that sticks with you throughout the year. If you like working with crystals, Celestite could be a good one for you to work with, or any other light blue colored crystal like this particular Celestite is showing up as. I want to get us one more card. It's just a loving message from the universe for the year 2023 for pile number 3. That came out easily. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. So wearing your crown, the crown is never apologetic. They get what they want. They call the shots. You are unapologetic this year. And desires, focusing on your desires and letting them grow like the corn always flourishes, letting them grow in your life. So pile number 3, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Hit like so other people can find this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already and you want to see more videos like this, and consider sharing it with someone so they can find out what's happening in their 2023 as well. And I will see you in another video. Happy 2023. Hello, pile number 4 people. Thank you for joining me. Last but not least, what's going on in your 2023? That's what we're going to find out. What are you unlocking? What are you stepping into? Let's get started on this. So Spirit is bringing through a message for me immediately when you selected your key that you're going to be doing something new with your hair. I know that is a funny message and it might feel really insignificant, but something new with your hair is a message that Spirit wanted to bring through. There's also some kind of flowy, puffy, gentle energy. Spirit is almost showing me fabric billowing around. Let's go ahead and set your key over here, and we will get some tarot on the table and find out about your 2023. Okay, pile number 4, let's get started. Let's dive right in. We have 4 cards, 4 tarot cards on the table here for you. So these cards represent the 4 quarters of your year. So the first 3 months of 2023 and so on in those 3-quarter segments throughout your year. I'm going to get some more tarot cards out for each of these as we go along, as well as some oracle cards that we'll be taking a look at. So let's just start talking about these. The Magician, you're going to have a strong start to your year. And also I feel like that's why Spirit was bringing through that lighter message about maybe changing your hair and some kind of flowing fabric, whatever that means in your life, just a flowing free energy, because it looks like a great start to your year. When the Magician here, You have everything that you need inside of you. And that's the truth. All of us do. But it feels like you recognize this now. Like you are seeing yourself in a really positive light. You may have been exploring information on manifesting, about different techniques you can use to do that in your life. You may have been practicing that in the year of 2022, and it's coming into a strength in the year of 2023. You do also have the strength card on the bottom of the deck after I shuffled these cards out, so that could be significant for you as well. A lot of positivity, a lot of confidence. Let's see what your other cards are. So we do have the Tower coming out for you. This card does look scary to people sometimes. I always say that it is not, but particularly for you. This Tower feels like manifesting some kind of change in your life that you have wanted to create. Again, like changing your hair or changing something else in your life, whether it's your physical appearance, whether it's a job, whatever it is, something that you wanted to change is going to be changing. And it feels like it's early in the month of January, but it kind of continues throughout those other first 3 months of the 2023 as well. You have the Ten of Swords. So again, there's an ending, but Spirit is really focusing on the point that this is an ending that you have created, that you have drawn in, like you quit your job, you said so, you are creating this in your life. And we have the King of Swords here. So yes, you're going to be very much in your power. You're going to be taking action. You are the person that has initiated the action on whatever this ending is, and it's something that you want. It's something that you enjoy. There's something better, greater on the other side. And you're going to have confidence as you go through that as well. When you know that you're the magician, you feel comfortable, you feel safe in life because you have everything that you need anywhere that you are. So in your second 3 months, we have the Sun card coming out. A message of fertility, a message of abundance, a message of your children being happy, you connecting with your children if you have children. And if not, just jumping into that childlike energy, that vibrance, the harvest, the abundance when we see the sun. We need the sun to grow. You're going to have everything that you need in this year of 2023. You also have the card Seven of Swords coming out. This feels like someone in your life that's kind of trying to rain on your parade during these few months, but they're not going to be able to because the sun is much stronger than the Seven of Swords energy. So if this is representative of someone, or it could even be something in your life that's not the best for you, but it's going to be blocked out by this sunshine energy. You know, you're just putting your hand up to this. It can't enter your life. It can't affect you. So if there's something that's trying to bother you or get in your way in these months, it's not going to happen. The sun is drowning it out. Because the Page of Pentacles, if there is anybody in your life that is trying to deceive you or weigh you down or get in your way, even if it's not intentional, sometimes it's not someone knowingly doing that. It's just the energy that they're operating in. But you have the Page of Pentacles, so you're going to be able to see through that energy. And you're going to be able to navigate it and stay in that energy of the sunshine. And that's interesting because that's also that billowing of fabric. Maybe some of you live in a place that is really windy or are going to move to a place that's extremely windy. I mean, it would be something that stands out, like where it's a big part of the weather where you are, where it's just constantly windy, or maybe going on some travel on a yacht, on a boat with the wind. Sailing around the country. Maybe someone's doing that exploration this year. Let me know in the comment section how that resonates for you, if that's you. But we've also got the Three of Pentacles coming out here. This can definitely symbolize new work opportunities, new collaborations, new friendships. This is the sun shining on you though, and people wanting to be around you, people wanting to talk to you, people wanting to get to know you. In these months, just getting out into the world. Vibrant is the word that Spirit keeps bringing through. And let's talk about this card, the Three of Swords. I want to find out what this is in your life. Usually the Three of Swords is going to represent a heartache, some type of emotional loss, lack, disappointment, something that's upsetting to you. But there's always a clearing behind the Three of Swords. So let's take a look what's going on here. Okay, so the Page of Swords, this can be about someone, this can be representative like a spy, right? Like someone keeping an eye on you, or you keeping an eye on someone. It feels like there's going to be some type of discovery within this month that upsets you. Now, that can be a relationship for some of you. Of course, some readers will say when the Three of Swords pops up, there could be a third party energy. If that's your situation, then you would know and it would resonate with you. But ultimately, this doesn't have to be about a relationship at all. The Page of Swords, it feels like you're going to make some kind of discovery within these months of the year, within that third quarter. So July, August, September, that is maybe disappointing to you. Like something that you thought was going to come through is not going to come through. So imagine how many different ways that could play out. Again, that could be a job. It could be you were hoping to start a new school in August. You were hoping to start at university, and now that's not going to be the case. Or you were hoping you had a certain roommate at university, and that's not going to be the case. So this doesn't have to be about just a relationship. It certainly can if that resonates for you. But this would just be some type of discovery, some type of information that you get that is a little bit disappointing to you at this time. And we also have the Five of Wands. So it feels like maybe this is something that you had been fighting for, applying for, hoping out for. This is representative of some type of competition. So as an example, you know, maybe you put in a job application for your dream company and you're waiting to hear back, and then you hear back and, you know, it's bad news, as in they decided not to go with you and go with someone else. But remember, anything that doesn't go the way that you wanted it to go, Spirit is always right in there for you. God is always right in there for you, going to make it happen in the right direction for you. So the Five of Wands, we don't have to worry about that energy because you have the Six of Wands. So what happens? You're going through this competition, you're going through this struggle, you're going through this battle that can be internal or external. But when the Six of Wands is here, you come out on top. So if there's something that's a no that you want it to be a yes, if this is a situation with a person, whether romantic or otherwise, know that there's something better for you on the horizon. That is success. That is literally better. It's not settling. It's not like, okay, well, I'll take this since I couldn't have that. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that this situation didn't work out because now I'm in the Six of Wands. Now I'm doing so much better than this ever would have been. So that's the energy for those 3 months. And let's jump over here to your last 3 months of the year 2023. So October, November, December of 2023 down here, Three of Cups. That's actually beautiful to follow this up because this is all about a celebration. This is all about a good time. This is drinking and hanging out, doing whatever it is that you like to do with your friends, but harvest, abundance, good times, fun. Spirit is bringing through literally traveling. I feel like maybe some of you within this group will go on a travel for your end of the year, like to celebrate the new year of that 2023-2024 cusp. Because we're looking at the year ahead, not right now. Let's get your other tarot cards here. Okay, and you have the Queen of Swords. So you know your direction, you're calling your shots, and there is a real energy of independence here. But I feel like because you have found strength in your independence, you are now able to celebrate with the other people that are around you in your life in this last quarter of 2023. Definitely a message that Spirit wants to get through is independence. You have the Nine of Pentacles coming out, and this bird is just perched on her hand. So this is not going to be something that you had to struggle for. Again, whatever this situation is, you wind up in something so much better. And that's what puts you in this Queen of Swords energy of feeling good about yourself, feeling sure about yourself, feeling confident, being independent. Definitely a possibility to be independent financially here, whatever that means for you. If it means you're moving out of home for the first time, if it means your own business is flourishing, whatever it means for you, financial independence is there. Independence in every sense of the word in your life, and you're celebrating it. It feels good to you. You're having a good time because Four of Wands coming out. This is also about a celebration. Depending on what you're manifesting in your life, this could be about moving into a new home when we see the Four of Wands as well, but it can also be about coming home to yourself. I'm hearing Spirit say feeling at home with the people in your life. So this might also be about creating new family that is not just your family of origin, but having those friends that feel so good that they feel like family, that they feel like home, and you're feeling at home in yourself and in your own skin in that last quarter of 2023. So it's been quite the journey for you. Let's go ahead and look at your oracle cards before we get out of here. We've got the card Forgiveness coming out. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So that's not what we want to do. This card is orange, reminding me of that sacral chakra, as well as this ribbon over here, this material that's billowing in the sky. So finding your passion, forgiveness, having forgiveness for yourself and others. Spirit is really drawing out that word acknowledge. It feels like there's something that you need to acknowledge in the year 2023 that has caused you pain, perhaps in the past. This might be something that didn't even happen in the year 2023, but it's coming up for you. But Spirit is saying to acknowledge that so that you don't harbor any resentment, because that would only block the flow of love. But we know you move out of this energy because you're in this energy of celebration and friendship again by the end of the year. So if you go through a rough patch, remember it's just a little patch, just a short window, because the rest of your year is looking really amazing. These are changes that you wanted to create. We also have the card Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So this is going to be a year where you have the opportunity to make the choice to not live in fear, to not live in lack, but to live in love, and trusting that everything that is happening is for your greater good, for your greatest good. The very best is what God wants for you. And we have the card Throat Chakra, the number 5. So a change in the way that you communicate, particularly bringing through the way that you communicate with yourself. If maybe in the past you haven't communicated with yourself as nice as you could have, that will change in the year of 2023, which will also change the way that people communicate with you. I'm hearing that people are going to communicate with you with a lot more respect. I mean, you're in this magician energy, so you're in charge. You also have the King of Swords on the table and the Queen of Swords on the table. So your mentality is clear. Your mindset is clear and firm. You know your way forward, and that's going to change the way that people are communicating with you. They're going to communicate like you are the King and Queen of Swords, like you know what's going on, and they have a lot of respect for you. You are worthy. So Spirit saying you are worthy of that respect. You are worthy of all of this happiness. You are the magician energy this year. It is now time to practice speaking the words, and we were talking about the throat chakra, you have always longed to hear to yourself. Let's just pause on that on a moment, because I hadn't looked at this card, and we were just talking about communicating better with yourself, and Spirit is saying it again. So that's really important, and that's going to be an area of growth. This is symbolizing what's blossoming in your life in 2023, so that's going to be an area of growth for you. Find a mirror and get comfortable. Look deep into your eyes and proceed to give yourself that which you wish others had given you, particularly as a child. It may feel awkward, but stick with it, as there is much healing in this practice. So healing, that's that childlike energy that we see there with the sunshine. So 2023 will also be a year of letting your inner child out and letting it shine. Nothing wrong with that. And we also have the card Start Fresh. If you enjoy working with crystals, this could be a good crystal for you to work with. Also, that beautiful blue, soothing, healing color coming in for you. So start fresh. Start fresh with the way that you speak to yourself, and you will be able to manifest all these things in your life that you want to manifest, and you will find your people in this year that communicate with you in a better way, because you're communicating better with yourself. You are starting fresh. You have that brand new mentality in the year 2023. And we also have the card number 6, Leadership. And there's a wand here as well. like the wand over there, we also have the symbol for Libra. So Libra could be a significant season for you in this year. The moon showing up twice, so knowing about the moon phases could also be something important for some of you. That may be even something that has to do with your manifesting. Some people like to go by the moon phases. That'll just be a message for a few of you. And we have the card Continuance with Apple. Something here about tradition, stability, being smart about something. But an apple, you know, it's very crisp, it's very fresh. And then we also have start fresh and leadership. So, you know, you've got the wand in your hand. So you, again, you're leading yourself in your life this year. And there's going to be a very crisp, fresh, good, glowing energy for you. Pile number 4. That's everything that I have for you today in this reading. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like to help other people find this video. Share it with someone if you think they want to know what's going on in 2023 also. And consider subscribing if you haven't already and you want to see more videos like this. And I will see you in another video. Happy 2023 to you.